This was cool. We've seen this topography of this planet here. And what stuck out to me is the mountains, the relief of the mountains and the craters. It looks really big to me.
Oh, you're saying
So
that if this is a planet, these craters are like
yeah,
mountains, like they're huge.
right.
Yeah, I also thought the same thing.
So my first thought was like, this doesn't look quite right. These mountains, if we calculate what the mountain size is, it's going to be so huge. Like, this is unrealistic.
Okay.
But so I was like, let me calculate it based on the picture. And I did. And they came out fairly reasonable. So here's the stats of the planet. It looks like if we look at the mass, they don't tell us the radius, but the mass is slightly less than Earth.
So that's 4.1 times 10 to the 24th kilograms. Yeah, that's pretty much Earth. Yep.
And then I put the Wikipedia page down here. It's got the Earth mass.
An Earth mass denoted as these things. The unit of mass, a planetary mass is defined as Earth mass, and it's 6 times 10 to the 24th. So pretty close to the size of the Earth. Yeah.
So the radius of this planet is Earth-ish, probably.
Earth-ish. Yeah.
So there's a picture I have over to the left I took the picture right here and I drew a circle that matches the radius of the arc that we see.
Okay.
And then
it comes out to be this
expanded
circle.
it out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that would be the size of the planet given the picture. And then I drew a line from the surface down to the center to get a radius.
Yeah.
And if you zoom way into the picture, there's a little tiny line that represents the height of the crater right there.
Okay.
Which
so this
I
little
think
segment.
That little segment. That would be the height line. Although I think I made it too long based on the perspective.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
Hard to tell, but it's estimate. So that length, that tiny line is the height of the topography, and then the big yellow line is the radius of the planet.
Okay.
And then I counted. If you go to the left, the yellow line there, that long one, is the radius, and then I lined up the line segments and I counted.
Oh my gosh!
If you zoom in all the way,
you did this. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the little line segment. And I just stacked them.
So
and
1,
color coded
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you switched colors so that way you could easily differentiate them. Okay.
Exactly.
So each color changes a stack of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and a little bit.
Yeah. So I think it's 154.
Little lines. That's correct. 154.
So 154 little line segments create the radius of the planet.
So that's 154 mountains adds up to be, or the heights of these things adds up to be, the full radius of the planet.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's some calculations over to the left a little bit more. It says the number of little bars, which represents the height of the mountain, is 154.
Okay.
And h is the height of the mountain. So the height of the mountain is equal to the radius of the planet divided by the number of little bars, which is the radius of the planet divided by 154. And so the first calculation is for the moon, Earth's moon. That's the radius of the Earth's moon, 1.74 times 10 to the 6 meters divided by 154 is 11,000 meters.
300. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that reasonable for a mountain?
Well, Everest, I believe, is about 8,000 to 9,000 meters. So this is like totally reasonable for a mountain.
Yeah.
And then
it wasn't extreme. Like I was expecting these mountains to be like way too tall, impossibly tall.
Yep. And then if we plug in Earth's radius, which is 6.4 times 10 to the 6 meters, divided by 154, we get about 41,000 meters.
Which is a lot taller than Everest, but like factor of 4. But it's not extreme. It's not like 10,000 times taller. Like that seems crazy.
Yeah. And since I think with the perspective, I overestimated the size of the topography. Maybe if we cut that in half, it's 20,000 meters. Like that's high, but that's really reasonable. Maybe especially if you don't have lots of erosion. So, wow, great job, graphics team. I thought it was going to be too much, and it ended up being like a really cool picture of a planet with realistic topography. Like, awesome.
Somebody in the graphics department did their homework. I mean, I guess they did that calculation that you did.
Yeah, great job. Yeah,
great job.
I was impressed.
Very cool, TNG.
Yeah.
What?
So how high are these mountains?
Strange New Worlds.
My estimate is 20,000 meters for these mountains.
Yeah.
Which is double-ish Everest, which
Yeah.
reasonable. Okay.
Sure. Double-ish
Like
is not, it's not like 20, 30, 100 times like that. That's
Yeah.
starts crushing itself.
Right.